Week 13, Season 24, Simulation Football League action kicks off this evening from Richard L. Snowden Memorial Stadium as the Denver Nightwings host the Houston Headhunters. Good evening, everybody. I'm Mike Daggs. With me in the booth, as always, Gerald Smith, our stats crew tonight, Ron Haynes, and Tyler Falk, along with our commissioner and producer, Cameron Irvine. You are watching the Simulation Football League on the Virtual Football Network. Gerald, we flexed this game into our Friday night time slot because we think this one's going to be amazing.
That, and I think we flexed it in because this is the first time this season I can be on site to watch my boy play, but I will be unbiased tonight.
Man.
Whenever he makes plays, he makes plays. If I get a little excited, I get a little excited. But this is going to be one of the better games this week. I see there's so much on the line, so much playoff implicating things can happen,
sure.
right? One team loses, could put them in a position to get knocked all the way out. If the other team wins, it could actually secure themselves in a position to secure their playoff spot.
And it would indeed if Houston gets the win tonight. On this cloudy evening in Denver, if Houston gets the win, they will clinch a playoff spot with their 8th win on the season. Denver, they are up top of the Central, but they need to keep winning if they want to stay up top because Minnesota in the Central as well, also at 6-4. Denver with the tiebreaker over them. But if Denver loses this one tonight and then Minnesota goes on to win their next one, just like that, they fall down into that number 2 spot in the Central Division. So let's get things started tonight. Denver will start things off on offense. The quarterback for the Denver Nightwings, Trellis Blanton. He'll throw on the first play of the day. Oh, just like that, he's got his guy Logan Keel down to the 35-yard line, and a huge play to get this one started in front of a lively crowd here in Denver.
And right off the bat, Houston decides to send a bunch of people, and what did it do? Trellis Blanton just sits back there, looks as calm as ever. That offensive line stayed tight and held the blocks. Logan Keel got behind the defender and now got themselves on the fringe range of field goal after one play.
45-yard pass to Logan Keel. That's what gets the game started. Logan Keel, the top receiver on this Denver Nightwings squad, 648 yards coming into this one. He'll pass 700 on the season. Oh, right into the backfield. Now, stop doing your dance. It's not dancing in the booth is not an unbiased move.
Oh, man,
got in the backfield.
That dude came off the edge and he stood up and went around the edge and actually made a good play. Didn't bring him down, but hey, look, he's there. It helped his team get a TFL.
Former Rev hitting a former Rev. I don't even know if that's allowed. Dwayne Salmons. Dwayne Salmons with a run for -1. Short drop, quick pass. Got that one back out to Keel. Picks up 8 yards, 3rd and 3.
Look, and I do think that Denver's actually picked something up as well, right? I did mention in the show how, Houston actually rushes the passer really, really well. And you see they're doing these really start drops out of 2 passes and actually making it a quick throw right out of the hand.
3rd and 3, quick pass, hit as he throws, and that one is incomplete. Just right on cue. We were talking about that blitz. There it was.
Yeah, and they come right off the edge right there, and guess what? The drop back was a little bit too deep, and guess what? He actually got in there and able to actually hit him before he had a chance to release the ball. Had a little bit too much time, and they are forcing a field goal right here at 45 yards.
Straight down the middle, good snap, good hold. Kick is on its way, and it is good. 5-play, 51-yard drive. Jordan Bradshaw, he's now 20 of 21 on the season. And Denver strikes first.
Look, and what a way for them to come out right in their opening drive and get a little bit of a punch in the mouth with that couple, a splash play right off the rip, right, and able to get there right. They didn't come away with the touchdown that everybody likes on any drive, but they're able to put some points on the board and show. Houston, hey, look, man, we got a little bit of something too.
A lot of black paint used in the end zones here, Gerald.
That's a complete waste of money.
A little bit of blue, a lot of black.
Man, I don't know. Is this turf? I can't tell from this angle if it's turf. It might be turf and maybe it's whatever else, but they still had to put some dye on it. That's a lot of money.
The Lake Man, the quarterback for Houston, He's out 5 wide to get things going for the Headhunters, and that one is batted away. As they're coming out swinging, Gerald. We talked about their run game, and they start out 5 wide.
And the thing about it is, and you're throwing it to the wrong person on that side right now, too, man. They throw toward Luke Schreiner, who's actually got himself 5 INTs on the season right now, which is 7th in the league.
Don't look now. They're in 5 wide again as Denver adjusting their defensive look.
Some man coverage.
Yeah, as I say, just adjusted to man coverage. Hat on a hat right now. The Lake man right over the middle. Mike St. Green with the catch and picks up 4 yards. 3rd down and 6. The starting offense for Houston. The Lake man is the quarterback. DR Sim and Josh Slapp at halfback. Toriano Rivera is the fullback, along with J.W. Doyle. The wide receivers, C.J. Parrish, Mike St. Green, and Greg Corky. Daisy Peace at tight end. 5 wide again. The Lake man over the middle, and that one's caught. Getting it out to Greg Corky and moving the chains.
God, a 14-season vet right there, coming over from Albuquerque to Houston this season. Comes right across me, the veteran says, yep, I got you, boo. I'm going to just put my hand up there. Lake man just throw whack and get my hand on it. He pulls it in and takes a hit. Way to reset the down. I felt like that was a huge, momentum killing and gaining drive for actually Denver had they stopped him right there. But Houston, to their credit, picks up the 3rd down.
Josh Slapp in the backfield, but the Lake man will keep on throwing as that one is caught. Hashtag throw it to the tight end. Houston with the tight end, Gerald wearing number 83. They're just trying to cater to me, I think, doing that. But
no, I think what they're trying to do is trying to make it look a lot better because you trashed it.
Oh, wow.
So, and they're just saying, no,
I made 83 look good.
We're trying to push that guy out. Some scrub.
2nd down and 4. Maybe we'll see our first run for Houston, and we do. The pitch down to Slapp, and look at Slapp go. As he just runs easily down the right sideline, picks up a whole bunch of yards before giving Jimmy Burgett a ride.
Look, and I have to give credit to this offensive line of Scott Calvin, right, Grit Gorski, Sarah Bergens, Kenny Cook, and Barry Simeon getting in there and actually being able to hold the line right there so he can go right around. So whenever you're able to hold up your blocks like that and keep on your man, you allow Josh Slapp to pick up chunk yardage.
17 yards, in fact. Empty backfield once again for Houston is they're surprising me so far with this heavy pass offense, much like Vancouver did last week. Vancouver's got a great rushing game too, as that one's caught and a flag on the play. C.J. Parrish with the catch. And they're also going to call pass interference, which will likely be declined.
You decline, you actually pick it up, and you actually get yards, and you got yourself right on the edge of the red zone here. And it was, I know they're coming out of pass game, but it's actually working right now, right? So is it a different type of philosophy, right? That Damon throws out there and says, hey, look, you might think we're going to run it down your throat, man, but we're going to kind of throw it a little bit and kind of catch off guard and gash and runs. We're gonna find out as the game progresses.
1st down and 10 from the 22. Blitz on its way. The Lake man gets it out, and that one is incomplete. Mike St. Green, the intended target. 2nd down and 10. Talking about some of the all-star scoring as we get a little bit closer here towards the end of the season. One of the things that gets scored is offensive lines as a whole, since the O-linemen don't necessarily record a lot statistically, for their individual players by name. The offensive lines are rated as a group. We see Lakeman throw to Mike St. Green. 1st down and goal from the 4, making it look easy. Making it look easy in large part, Gerald, because of this offensive line, keeping him clean and also opening up big running lanes. Houston's offensive line unit currently leads the league in all-star scoring. They are tops at the offensive line position.
Yeah, and they're actually doing really, really good right here, holding up like you just said. Look, and it's the thing, Mike St. Green is a veteran on this squad right here in terms of everyone else on the team. It's actually their first season with the team. Look at that.
Josh Slapp.
Oh, what a save.
Yeah, picked up that time by Burgett. 2nd down and goal at about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, Burgett comes through. I thought Josh Slapp was going to walk in right there,
Yep,
but Burgett kind of comes off and actually saves it. So we're going to see how this might change the play calling for Houston here. I mean, but look, you got DRSM probably coming back in there as well.
They'll hand that one off to the fullback. He's also stopped a yard shy of the line to gain. J.W. Doyle almost picked up the touchdown.
Yeah, and there he was, the field general himself, Chuck Diesel, getting there and actually, stopping him from getting in. He's done that many times down in the swamps for the Revs.
The Lake man, what's he going to do? 3rd and goal, pitches it down to Slap, who jumps for good measure and style points, gets the touchdown for the Headhunters. They take the lead.
Yeah, the league's leading rusher, right? Very, very seldom does he come away with no yardage at all or TFLs, and he shows it right here, right, with that offensive line, and actually got themselves a pulling guard right there, and Candy Cook coming around the edge, sealing it up for him, and actually making their way into the end zone. So here we are. Houston answers back with a touchdown. Now we're going to see, and I really do think on that drive, it was really, really huge on that 3rd down. Had Denver made that stop, all the momentum shifts to Denver.
Oh, yeah. And
it could have changed the game, but Houston gained momentum by picking up that 3rd and long and being able to keep the drive going. So, and here we are right now. I hope this pace keeps going.
You got all fired up during the show, and you just haven't settled down yet.
I'm stupid excited.
Listen, as soon as we went off camera, he came over to the table. He started biting pencils in half, and it was just crazy, bizarre behavior. We're actually going to get him drug tested after the game, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, 11-play, 80-yard drive, 3.5 minutes off the clock. It was one heck of an opening look for Houston, as Denver came this close to getting them stopped, but couldn't do it. So Denver came away with 3 points on their opening drive. They want to get more out of this one. Blanton back on the field at quarterback from their own 20. They'll start with a run. He gets bottled up behind the line of scrimmage, and Bailey O'Shaughnessy tackled. Well, they'll mark him right back at the line. Yeah, Trellis Blanton at quarterback, Dwayne Salmons and Bailey O'Shaughnessy, the halfback. R.E. Mills at fullback, Jay Viper, Logan Keel, Jeremy Mosley, and Dylan Lewis at wide receiver. Marquis Sengo at tight end. You got Gene Benazzi, Igor Barbatov, and Marcella Martin at the offensive line positions. Now 3rd down and 10 is Blake Prine with the pass breakup. Man,
and it would be unfortunate right here, right, that because Denver, they've been efficient on offense, passing the ball, right? So they have been efficient. They have one of the few quarterbacks in the league that actually is on the plus side of the touchdown to interception ratio. So we're going to have to try and find out right here. Can Blanton drop back with the pressure that Denver is known? Houston is known for actually putting on the quarterback.
Blanton rolls out to the bottom, throws over the middle into quadruple coverage, and that one's picked off. Kai Cash getting the pick and setting up the Headhunters at the 29-yard line.
Wow, so not only did the Houston defense stop this right here, they actually picked it off, and I don't know if it wasn't a very goodly thrown ball. Goodly, is that even a word?
No,
I
sir.
Don't know.
It is tonight.
He actually caught it, and it wasn't a very good thrown ball. There you go, not goodly, just good. And he turned it around, and now they are instantly in striking range of a field goal right here. And the way they went down and drove last time, all the pressure is on this Hatz's schemed defense to step up and actually stop Houston from getting in any kind of end zone.
Pass over the middle is broken up. Trellis Blanton, number 2 in the league in fewest picks with only 11 on the season. Gerald, you mentioned he's one of only about 6 quarterbacks with a positive touchdown interception ratio. Not even John the Lake Man himself has a positive touchdown interception ratio right now. 13 touchdown passes thrown by Blanton to only 11, now 12 interceptions, as that touchdown interception ratio margin closes a little bit. 2nd down and 10 now for Houston. From the 29-yard line. The Lake Man doesn't even need to shuffle, stands tall, throws and hits Daisy Peace in the back of the helmet. She's got to turn around, Joe. Throw it to the tight end, but the tight end's got to look. I guess I got to adjust the hashtag.
Dude, Daisy was wide open.
She didn't know.
I don't think she realized the ball was heading there. The Lake Man just found her wide open by 5 yards. What a missed opportunity right here. But this is the chance for Denver to get off the field.
3rd and 10, 5 wide. The leg man does shuffle, spins, and almost throws a pick of his own. Tank Bennett lets it fall to the turf.
And guess what? That's where you don't want to throw it. Tank Bennett's known for doing all kinds of damage up the middle. You throw it up the middle, you throw into danger, and that was it right there. They're very fortunate. Tank Bennett wasn't able to corral that one because they would be coming away with no points. But here's a field goal attempt and see where we're going.
Sonny J, perfect on the season. Ball's curving back into the middle, and it is good. 25 kicks made so far on this perfect season, and that was the 150th made field goal by Sonny J on his career.
Look, and what a way for the Denver defense to step up after they turn the ball over, allow no yards in those plays, force a field goal, but they're going to kick themselves. They're going to look back at the end of this game if they end up losing, as that's the thing right there. They could have took some points off of the board right there had Tank Bennett be able to corral that ball.
Sonny J with that field goal. Speaking of all-star voting, Gerald, Sonny J currently one of the kickers slated for an all-star appearance. We've seen Blake Prine break up a pass. He is also currently slated for an all-star appearance. Josh Slapp on that offense, slated for that all-star appearance. Bailey O'Shaughnessy with the carry. John Martin on the Denver defense, he's currently in all-star voting, and Logan Keel on, as a punt returner is actually slated for the all-star game. So more on that to come as these final weeks of the regular season play out. Run by Dwayne Salmons, picks up 3, 3rd and 3.
And this is a big thing right here for them, right? But look, they have a studly running back backfield. Yep. I don't know, when was the last time we've actually had two running backs that are almost the same in yards gained on a season at the exact same time? They got
it's rare.
Two guys over 600. Look at Bailey.
There you go. Bailey O'Shaughnessy picking up the first down and keeping the drive going for Denver, which is key. Again, they only came away with 3 on their first possession, threw a pick and set Houston up basically in scoring range from the 29 on their second possession. You got to keep this one going, sustain a drive here.
Yeah, look, and when you got like it's and another thing that's been key to this running game for Denver has been the General Mills. That's how Matt Wilson called him General Mills way back in the day.
Oh yeah,
and that name just stuck. R.E. Mills to General Mills. But look, this would do. I thought maybe that's it. But look,
Matt.
Here it is right here. So look, we know that their key is running the game, but Logan Keel coming up with another huge catch right here.
Yeah, he's been big so far. He's got a couple of them already over 50 yards on the day. He's been targeted a few times, only been able to haul in 2.
And he's doing his damage like at the hash marks, right? He's catching the ball at the hashes.
Yep. 2 tight ends in the formation now. Blanton to throw. Has time up top. Nearly throws a pick. Man, even I got scared, and I don't have any vested interest in this game whatsoever. There's your all-star, Blake Prine. As he is able to tip the ball. He's been in the all-star game a couple times already, Gerald. Most recently in season 23.
And continuing that right there, looking like he's on track to make another all-star right here. But I think they're going to send some. I think they're sending people here.
They hand this one off to O'Shaughnessy. He'll pick up about half of what he needs. 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Nightwings.
Yeah, and this is for the Nightwings. I feel like here, because I feel like they lost some of that momentum maybe they had off that first drive, but it's going to be important. I feel like these 3rd and mediums are like 3rd and longs for them, right? Because they're not known for their passing, even though they have been efficient. They're just not known for it with these running backs that they have.
Jeremy Mosley in motion to the slot up top. Play action, rolling away from the pressure, has time, throws over the middle, caught all the way down to the 19-yard line.
Logan Keel again inside the hash mark. What a play action pass right there by Trellis Blanton. Held up the defensive lineman for just a little bit as he rolled out. And the offensive line gave him just enough time to find him there, and Logan Keel in the hash marks. One hands it right there.
That's the Nice Hands catch brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it. SFL 4K23. Kai Cash in on the coverage. Geraldine just can't get it done that time. I expect to see Kai Cash shadowing Logan Keel quite a bit in this one. We've seen it already.
Look, and they're going to have to do something with that, because Logan Keel is the one that's actually doing damage on him right here. He's the only person that has catches on this squad right now. When they need chunk yardage, they're going to him, and it's being right at the hash marks.
Blanton hands this one off. O'Shaughnessy, he'll pick up 3, another 3rd and 6, which, to your point, still seems like 3rd and forever. But you know, Logan Keel, I mean, he's getting it done so far. Jay Viper, Jeremy Mosley, Dylan Lewis, Marquis Sengel, all having a very quiet night, but a bunch of them are out there right now on this 3rd down. See play action again. Blanton rolls out, has all kinds of time. Throws it to the end zone. Dylan Lewis, touchdown, Nightwings.
Dylan Lewis makes his first appearance. That's getting a target and catching a ball right here. What they do, it worked so good last time in similar yardage on 3rd down. This time, the play action worked way better. They were fooled, and he rolls out, gives himself a lot of time, and throws through a tight window right there to Dylan Lewis to potentially tie this ball game up and then make this extra point.
Gerald just bit another pencil in half. I'm running out of pencils, and that was a great shot at the blimp, too.
I'm going to throw my broken pencil at it. Is it going to fall?
You can't pop the blimp. First off, I think that's an act of terrorism. That's an aircraft.
Well, it's not if it's a friend's. It's just a joke.
Oh, wow. 10 plays, 79 yards, and a touchdown for the Nightwings as they get themselves right back into this one. After a costly turnover on their last possession, they move down the field. Find Dylan Lewis for 6. Appreciate you all being in the chat with us tonight and joining us for this Friday night game. There's all sorts of activity in the chat, Gerald, and I love to see it. Jason Peace, Mac Dre, Michael Goodman, Hike the Earth, which gives me PTSD because my wife Kelly likes to hike the earth, and she makes me go with her and tries to kill me. Got Jimmy Burgett in the chat. Dan Tritz, love me some Dan Tritz. Juan, Mississippi, and so many more. Damon Simeon, of course, here and enjoying his game. And back to the empty backfield we go. A look I was not expecting. The Lake Man says, don't care, throw it into double coverage and get myself a 1st down, as he just chucks it downfield to CJ Parrish for a big gain.
Lake Man living on the edge right here in double coverage, and I don't know the line. Look at this, he just threaded it, and the defender just missed it right there. Man, the Lake Man's playing with fire. But when you nickname the Lake Man, he's got a little bit of lore that just follows him around.
That's what's up. Yeah, he completed that pass after missing 4 out of the last 5 pass attempts, as you saw there. And Josh Slapp, who's fresh as a daisy, not to be confused with Daisy Peace, but picks up 9, as he hasn't really been used a whole lot tonight, Gerald.
You speak a Daisy Peace, and you'll see it right
like,
there.
Hey.
You know what? And he's like, yeah, you speak a Daisy. There it is right there.
Well, one exciting quarter down and a few pencils down with it. 10 apiece here from Denver. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the Virtual Football Network. I'm Mike Dykes. He's Gerald Smith. We've got Ron Haynes and Tyler Falk with us on stats. Cameron Irvine, our producer. Larry Love is the blimp operator this evening, flying high above Denver. Don't shake your head at me.
I don't think he needs to be smoking around whatever in your balloon.
It's not a balloon. Josh Slapp picks up a 1st down. Yeah, there's a strict no smoking policy.
I don't think he's following.
He does
rule.
Not follow it. He does. I don't even know what he's smoking.
I've never seen
We're
that
in Denver
man without
all.
a cigarette either in his mouth or in his ear.
Oh, Larry. Well, if a giant fireball falls from the sky tonight, we'll know why. The Lake Man in Denver territory. He'll pitch that one up top. A DR Sim sighting as the Hall of Famer rushes for a 1st down. And we have an injury on the play as one of the Houston offensive linemen, Connie Cook, is injured. But fortunately for Houston, they have a plethora of offensive linemen. Scott Kelvin, Grit Gorski, Sarah Bergens, obviously Kenny Cook right there, Barry Simeons, D'Angelo De Jesus. So this is quite the offensive line unit.
He was instrumental in actually pulling right on that last touchdown that Josh Slap had gotten, pulling and sealing the edge right there. So we're going to see how this is going to affect.
Slap in the backfield again, gets the pitch. Nice blocking again. Oh, does not pick up the first down. What great coverage by John Martin. I was all set and ready to point out a nice block, Gerald, but even better play by Martin.
And it was a tackle for loss right there. So they were second and inches. Now it's 3rd and 1, right? And it looks like Josh Slap is back there again. I mean, this might be Rivera
Could be
area.
Doyle here too. That one runs up the middle. That is indeed to Doyle. And JW picks up the first down. We'll look at our first look at team stats tonight, Gerald. Very even across the board and just about every category. His team's playing even in every way.
Yeah, and it's crazy because look at the average yards per play.
Yeah, that's huge for both of these teams. As the Lake Man picks up a whole lot more than 6 yards on that one, and Mike St. Green picking up a first down for the Headhunters.
Mike St. Green just putting his body on a line right there, right? Running right across the middle. I would be afraid if I've seen Tank Bennett light some people up in his day.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
And then, he obviously got hit hard because he stood up and he started trying to do the raise the roof thing. Gerald, it's an open air stadium. There's no roof. He doesn't know. The Lake Man throws over the middle. Complete. CJ Parrish, 1st and goal from the 5.
Dude, why do I feel like this is a darn playoff game already? Like the way that they're playing, they're just electricity everywhere.
I mean, it is to a certain extent.
Man, and they're just it's right over the middle too, right here. So that's again Mike St. Green over the middle, and now you got CJ Parrish going right across the middle as well. And hey, they're at the 6. They're coming out of heavy set.
Houston playing to clinch. Slap. Breaks a tackle and then gets absolutely lit up. Luke Schreiner gives him a Schreiner and sends him down to the turf. 2nd and goal.
Tank Bennett kind of slows him down, and Luke Schreiner says, I can do more than just catch, interceptions. I can plow into the league's leading rusher and take him down.
2nd and goal is a heavy set formation. Flips. Hand that one off to Doyle. Tackled for no gain on the play. Brought down by Chuck Diesel. Go Rivs.
Yes, see, man, you mock it, but you say it. It's in your head now.
It is in my head.
You can't do it. You can't like not do it now. Perfect. It worked.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
They need to be careful right here. We're throwing the ball.
2 receivers up top. Blitz on its way. Throwing down to the bottom and almost picked off right on cue. Broadcaster's curse is alive and well as Ted Haynes almost gets the pick.
Oh, man. Houston is really fortunate. This is the 2nd time they get down here that they got I'm going to call it a steal.
Yeah.
Because, that possession very well could have going the other way, and here they are settling for another field goal off of a dropped interception by the defense. So, Houston, you can't keep playing with fire like that in these type of situations. One of these times, it's going to fall into the wrong hands.
3 offensive possessions apiece and only 1 that has not resulted in points, with Denver's 2nd possession ending in a pick. But otherwise, everything just an offensive fireworks display, and of course special teams. Shout out Cliff Allen. But Denver starting things off with a 45-yard field goal. Houston able to punch it in with a rushing touchdown on their first possession. Houston getting it back in short field after the pick, and they end up making a 46-yard field goal. Denver with that very nice 10-play, 80-yard drive on their last possession. Gerald getting themselves that touchdown. Houston coming away with the field goal in this one. Crowd going wild for no reason in particular. They're just excited.
So, look, and both of these defenses, I want to go back to the defenses and how to be. Both of these defenses on the season are top 6 in allowing their opponents to convert 3rd down. So that's really, really good right there, that they can either shut them down. Houston sits at 6th, right, in allowing the fewest 3rd down conversions, and Denver sits at 3rd in allowing the fewest 3rd down conversions. So these defenses, look, it seems like they're starting to tighten up now.
Ball is handed off to O'Shaughnessy as he's able to pick up a couple of yards. And one of the reasons, Gerald, that these teams are so good at what they do is the secondary and, pass deflections. Houston on defense right now. Number 1 in the league with a combined 52 pass deflections on the season. Denver, not too shabby themselves, 4th best at 47. They're also 2nd best in TFLs at 95, which is huge. There you go. Dwayne Salmons getting a pass and running with it, breaking some tackles, getting a first down.
Yeah, one rev shedding another rev right there as dump it out Dwayne Salmons. Craze goes out there looking for the tackle. You were taught better than that. You got to bring that man down. But Dwayne Salmons says, I got a little something. I got to pick this up and keep this drive going.
First down and 10.
Look, and they're past midfield. I like the pace of this game. They're moving. There's excitement. Look at all these people in the box and on the line.
Ball is handed off to O'Shaughnessy. Good spin move. Picking up 4 yards on the play.
Very, very good block right there by Sango right on the edge. He literally pushed Blake Craze right out of the play and created a little gap for Bailey to run right through.
Second down and 6. Pitch that one down to the bottom as Dwayne Salmons really has nowhere to go on that one, tackled back at the line. We'll see if they can keep this drive going. Gerald, they got the touchdown pass to Dylan Lewis earlier on in the game. Their last possession, in fact, 4th touchdown on the season for Lewis. He only had 3, on his career coming into the season. So able to eclipse that number. Blanton rolls out left, throws middle, caught. First catch by Jeremy Mosley, and it's a big one as it keeps the drive alive.
Mosley coming through, the former tight end, if I'm not mistaken, coming in there. And you know what they do? Denver's having really good success on 3rd down rolling out right here. They didn't play action this time, but they rolled out to give their guy a little bit more stuff. You know what they're doing? They're doing this to give their quarterback more time to throw the ball, knowing the amount of pressure that Houston's front 4 can put on them. And they're coming out in shotgun.
6 of 10 for 100 yards, a touchdown in the pick in the last 10 passes. Throwing that one up top.
Oh, no!
Oh, that one's going the other direction. Picked off. I don't know if anyone's going to get him. Going back past the 30, inside the 20. He's gone. Touchdown, John Barnhart.
Barnhart comes away with his 2nd interception on the season, his first pick 6. And what do you do as a quarterback? You don't throw in double coverage. You don't throw across your body. Trellis Blanton did that right there, and Barnhart made him pay. He did not miss the opportunity like the opposing defense has on 2 drives and destroyed their opportunity of scoring a touchdown and directly turned that into a touchdown for his squad for Houston.
Barnhart with his 6th pick 6 on his career, tying Anthony Wyo with 6 all-time. As Houston now extends their lead to a 2-score game on the hands of their defense. Extra point is up and good. 20-10 now here in Denver.
And that's the thing. And Denver has been one of the best teams in the league and with the fewest turnovers by a team. They were ranked number 2 coming in this game for fewest turnovers given to the opponent.
Yeah.
And they have 2 already this game. And it was 2 costly ones because both of those, it accounts for 10 points of Houston. The last one turned into 3 points. This one, the defense took directly back into the end zone for a pick 6.
Sure did. And that sort of thing will come back to haunt them. You gotta try to win the turnover battle in the game, and you also, if you do turn it over, you got to try your best to not surrender points. Those points off turnovers can just totally flip a game on its head. Denver down in scoring position and Houston coming away with a touchdown out of it. That's at least, you'd figure, a 10-point swing.
And you can't miss those opportunities when you have them, and Houston didn't.
Dwayne Salmons takes it back down to the ground. 2nd down and 6.
Look, and Denver has shown that they can go down there and that they can start producing.
4 minutes to go here in the first half.
Because they have a very good idea of what they can do to beat this Houston defense because they've kind of done it so far. They've been look at them.
Oh, breaking out to the outside, bouncing off the first tackler, Gerald, and is able to pick up enough for a Denver first down.
Yeah, and look at him run. As we look at the back of his jersey, they had to get with the font guy to fit that long name on the back of there. And he got himself a little bit of a long run to be able to pick up that first down. So they just kind of picked up right kind of where they left off right here. And it's, you know, it's pretty impressive to see, right, with the 2 turnovers they have, and they're still pressing and pushing.
Salmons picks up 4 as they stick down to the ground. Rooms are going fast for the 2025 SFL convention, kicking off the league's 25th anniversary season, July 10th to the 13th. If you want to go, you need to book your room now. Join the SFL Nation at the rooftop pool of our host hotel, the Hyatt Regency. You can reserve your room now at the special group rate by visiting simfl.net. O'Shaughnessy still breaking tackles, but finally being brought down by Jason Peace. 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, we're going to see these thirds and medium to short type things that they have actually had. They've actually been able to convert most of them, you know, on this game right here, and they come out in the set. We're going to see if they're going to do some play action and roll out.
4 of 6 on 3rd down. Blanton. Make that 5 of 7. What a catch indeed. Dylan Lewis getting it done tonight.
Dylan Lewis making one of the harder catches right here as the pocket starts collapsing. One hands it and then takes a shot from Barnhart.
Yeah, way
Barnhart
to hold on.
looked like he probably had another one.
But see his updated numbers. Listen, this is only 2 catches, but they've both been huge. 1 for a touchdown and 1 to keep this drive going. 1st down and 10 from the 32-yard line. As Mosley goes in motion up top.
And they got man coverage right here, too.
And stick down to the ground. O'Shaughnessy only able to pick up a yard and then absolutely laid out Chris Britton.
No one was fooled right there at all with the movement.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Houston out in front by 10, but Denver on a drive. Watching the Simulation Football League on the Virtual Football Network. 2nd down and 9 from the 31-yard line. 2 receivers down to the bottom. Blanton under center. Short drop. Blanton under pressure throws and then connects once again with Logan Keel. His 5th catch of the ball game puts him over 100 yards.
Yeah, and he's doing so much damage right around the hashes right here. See him right there. He cuts right in, right? And I think there's a little bit mix up in coverage with Craze right there. You know, they look like they were double teaming one guy short and just let Keel get right past that 2nd level in front of the safeties. And I think that was a mistake in coverage, right? I just didn't think the defenders knew who to grab right there, and they just got confused and left them open.
Inside the red zone, Blanton throwing end zone, incomplete, but a flag on the play. Gerald, he got there too soon.
I do agree with it. He hit him before it got there. Barnhart says, if I can't catch it, you aren't either.
Yeah, but 1st and goal on the 1 with this running game. Who's going to take it in? Salmons, O'Shaughnessy, or are you going to see R.E. Mills?
He got tired of seeing Logan Keel catch it. He said, I'm mugging this guy. But I think this it might be the general right here. But, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to one of the other guys. But I think this is general territory right here.
Simon Simeon says, bad call. Well, speaking of bad calls, maybe the shotgun from the 1-yard line, but I thought that was a good PI. He definitely looked like he got there early. What are they doing here, though? Blanton in the gun. Quick pass into the end zone, and that one's incomplete. And I think they're better for it. Gerald?
Yes, because they've been down in this, you know, in this type of an area. Not this close, but they did throw a pick down here last time. They threw 3 picks in their opponent's territory within scoring range. We don't want that to happen again right here if you're Denver.
Salmon's in the backfield. Blanton is going to hand that one off. No, it's O'Shaughnessy who's tackled at the 1-yard line. 3rd down and goal now.
And he was taken down by 2 Houston defenders on that side over there. And this is 3rd down right here at the 1.
This time to Salmons. This time he's in. Touchdown, Denver. And they cut into Houston's lead.
The former Rev traded his 2-legged horse for some wings and got up and skied in there. And he got his team down right here, like pinning this extra point to only a 3-point deficit.
Extra point away from making it a 3-point ball game. a great drive by Denver as they're able to answer the pick six that they had on the previous possession. And Gerald, they had been moving the ball. They had moved it 41 yards before they threw that pick six. And I feel their pain. Jordan Sipe threw a pick six, 95-yard pick six last week against Vancouver. It's so deflating, but that just shows the sort of quarterback that Trellis Blanton is. Here in his first season with Denver, he's taken this team under his wing, no pun intended for them being the Nightwings, and shown them how to win football games. A drive like that is exactly a prime example why. 11 plays, 66 yards, 3 minutes off the clock, and that's after throwing a pick six and getting his team into the end zone for a touchdown. The updated look at the team stats, they might be trailing in points, Gerald, but in yards, the passing game in particular, well, specifically since rushing yards is matched, but the passing game, all Denver so far.
And these are two teams that are known for their rushing attack right now.
Yeah.
Houston has got a lot of short fields, and then they got a pick six, so they got 10 points off of their offense not moving the ball at all, because the one that they actually did get, they didn't score a touchdown off of the kick field goal. They moved nowhere. They was able to get 10 points off of their defense, setting them up for success. 1:06
to go in the first half. All three timeouts as Josh Slapp picks up 10 yards on that swing route. They'll let the clock roll. Houston will get the ball to start the second half.
And it's the thing, and I don't think they're trying to get themselves in a position to just kind of make mistakes right here. So I'm not mad at that right there, but I was also wondering, why is that man wide open to run for, about 12 yards there?
Yeah, playing it safe. Look how far back they all are right now. Looks like man coverage, but playing at least 5 yards off the line of scrimmage or more. The Lake man, he'll throw. Pressure on its way, and they find an open target.
And once you get that far up out Houston, I'm like,
yeah, if they had crossed the 50, I think we would have seen something. But
man, I almost feel like, I don't know, did they go to the Sully Richardson School of hoarding timeouts?
Why you gotta go there?
Because Sully likes his timeouts.
He does like his timeouts.
I love you, Sully.
He tries to trade him in at the concession stand for nachos.
I need that for my halftime snacks.
10 seconds, clock rolling. Bunch formation up top. They'll run slap that direction, and he will get tackled at about the 48-yard line. They'll call timeout with 2 seconds left and heave it deep.
Why not use one? We don't have to save all of them.
Yeah. Well, we can still get light nachos. We just won't get the jalapenos. It doesn't even look like they're going to do the heat. I was going to say Matt Wilson would call this play the dry heave, as they just wing it downfield. It's like, that just sounds so bad, but they'll just run it with slap. And that is it. Well, injury on the play, or no, there's not. No, I got scared for a second, but everybody's up. Everybody's healthy. And that'll bring us to halftime. Your score at the half, Houston 20, Denver 17. In an exciting, high-scoring game so far. I would have been fine with the final score being 2017, but we've got that. It's only halftime. Gerald, your thoughts on the first half so far?
And this is going good. And I have to give it to Denver and how they have been resilient here at home, considering they turned the ball over twice and it directly turned into 10 points for Houston. And also what I think both thought that we'd have seen a dynamic run game by both squad, but we're not seeing it. We've seen a lot more in the passing game. The defense has kind of stood up in a way, right, that is actually kind of making it really, really interesting, but the receivers and the quarterbacks are making this extremely interesting in how they're attacking the opponent in their passing game.
Logan Keel, your halftime player of the game, is 5 catches, 111 yards. That's good for 22.2 per catch. We'll get the second half started right after this, but first, let's take a quick halftime break presented by Brakes GPT.
We just pulled a full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
An Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Brady. Tom Brady.
I quite literally hear that commercial in my dreams at night, Gerald.
I think I might be able to recite it word for word.
Might.
That's the best commercial in all of SFL history.
Break into the world of sports memorabilia collecting with Breaks GPT, featuring signed football jerseys, helmets, photos, and more. Breaks GPT offers you the shot at winning autographed and authenticated sports memorabilia at a fraction of the price. Join the community of our collectors on our Breaks GPT Facebook page and lock in your shot at hitting a humongous headliner on our site, breaksgpt.com, as Mike St. Green tried to get himself the breakaway play of the game.
Yeah, look, and speaking of Breaks GPT, now I'm looking at Ocho Cinco on the back of a jersey.
Yeah.
You remember a certain league had somebody named He Hate Me? You think they're going to break a He Hate Me signed jersey?
Probably.
That would be excellent. Everybody knows He Hate Me. I think.
See, I just kind of hope that I stumble across somebody that's wearing like a Chad Johnson or a Ocho Cinco jersey, and I can be like, Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco, and they'll be like, yeah. Or anybody that's wearing like an old Bills number 32 jersey. Is that an O.J. Simpson? Anyway, let's get back on track. Houston nursing their 3-point lead here. As they did have a 2-score game. The XFL 2001. Is that the He Hate Me?
Sure is.
There you go, Stefan Forge. He just earned himself a box of Wheat Bix for winning tonight's trivia game.
Vegemite's got to be earned.
Yeah. One thing at a time. As DR Sim picks up a couple. Third down and 3. Houston at one point leading by 10, and Denver able to cut into the lead before the half. And now the Denver defense looking to get a quick 3 and out after great starting field position after that Mike St. Green return. We'll see what he's able to do here. Third down and 3. The Lakeman under center. And he will throw. Pressure on his way.
Wow.
Wide open. Josh Slapp with room to run for days. Makes a man miss and gets tackled at the 37-yard line. That was the perfect play call and perfect execution by the Headhunters.
Denver sold out on a run blitz right there, and guess what they did? They actually had a guy wide open right there because they were coming. They was fully expecting Josh Sapp to get a run or something of that nature, but guess what? They leaked him out and in man coverage, and when you do man coverage and you blitz that heavy, someone is going to be wide open, and it was Josh Sapp.
First down and 10 from the 38. Lakeman drops back, throws over the middle, double coverage. He don't care, Gerald. Greg Corky don't care either. He gets the catch.
Greg Corky, he's got 14 seasons in this league, right? Greg Corky coming through in the clutch right here. The vet is coming right. Dude, they're doing damage like
Oh, yeah.
nearly up the seams on both squads here, man. They gotta tighten that up. And it's still gonna look to throw. You got the league's leading rusher. I actually said he was gonna get 1K this game. It don't look like he's gonna get it.
Not so far. I mean, he's got 45 yards. He needed what, 72? 78? That pass incomplete. Came into tonight's game, Josh Slapp did, with 922 yards on the ground. So, yeah, 78 to get that coveted 1K mark. He's at 45 yards per the stats Winnebago. Second down and 10. Lakeman, crushed. Sent the linebacker on the blitz. Chuck Diesel running him over like a diesel truck.
And the field general, it takes his chance when he can. It was a perfectly timed blitz. It parted like the Red Sea right there and brought the Lakeman down. And wow, now it's third and extremely long. What a really, really good play design. And believe it or not, that's the first sack of the game tonight.
Yeah, third sack on the season for Chuck Diesel, first of the evening and fifth on his career, as both quarterbacks have been relatively clean. Oh, look at that. Just way too easy. Touchdown, Houston. John Lakeman does a shuffle and then just chucks it to a wide open C.J. Parrish. It almost looks like they forgot to cover him.
It's like they did it right there. They just stood right there. And
No
look,
one's
and
near him.
I don't even know where, like, the actual future Hall of Famer and Tank Bennett was back there. That's usually his ground and usually covers right there, but it's like they just lost containment caught themselves looking. They thought they were going to try to throw something short and that they were going to settle. That's what I think was happening. They were looking to the flats and all these short routes, and they just missed C.J. Parrish getting past them. And all of a sudden, it is now a 10-point lead again for Houston. That's a coverage breakdown you cannot have in these moments.
You're watching the Simulation Football League action here on the Virtual Football Network. This week on VFN will feature the SFL tonight, Sunday, and Monday. We've got the UFL on Tuesday and Thursday. The SFLM playoffs also on Thursday, and background to the SFL on Friday. So it's another week of nonstop action right here on the Virtual Football Network. Still waiting for that Tecmo League.
Look, man.
I'm waiting. You got nothing. First down and 10 for... I'll move on. I'll move on. Trellis Blanton struggled a little bit in the first half. 9 of 15 through 2 picks. He ain't going to throw a pick that time as he throws a 0-yard pass to Bailey O'Shaughnessy, who then picks up 4 after the catch. But we talked about Blanton in the pregame show, Gerald, how he's had the second best season when it comes to interceptions, with among the fewest. Now he's got 13 on the season, and with his 1 touchdown pass, still has a positive touchdown to interception ratio, but it's waning away as Salmon's trying to break away, can't do it, picks up a yard, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, I think this is when that the Houston defense is going to start to feast here. But look, it's still 3rd and 5. But like you said, Trellis Blanton, fewest. He haven't had the best type of decisions made here.
Yeah, and one of them cost him a pick 6.
Yeah, and look, if you look at a scoreboard, the 10 points, right, directly off of his interceptions, that's the deficit that they're down, coincidentally. So, but this is where they kind of thrive right here on 3rd down. 3rd in these mediums, they pick them up.
And pressure picked up, easily throws over the middle to Logan Keel and picks up another first down. You're talking about their 3rd down efficiency, Gerald. They are 6 of 9 on 3rd down, doing fantastic.
And they're actually doing it right there inside the hashes, right? I don't know how.
Look at Houston too.
Look, and I don't know how they're letting Logan Keel stay open right there. And as we seen a graphic earlier, right, as we look at the efficiency by both teams, you've seen Trellis Blanton's yards. He's probably close to 200 yards that he's thrown directly over the middle.
Blanton drops back, throws over the right-hand side. He's avoiding the left like the plague, but Marquis Sango picks that one up on the right side. First down, Denver.
And he actually rolled to his left and threw it back across his body. You throw an interception like that, but he had a lot better look right here on what was going on and being able to get it in. But, man.
Tight coverage by Kai Cash.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous game. But they've been picking on Kai Cash all night long, and, he's got a pick. It's not like he's been totally beaten. I'm not quite sure I'd keep throwing it right at Cash, but that's why I'm up here in the booth in this really comfy chair. They've got nice chairs here in Denver. Blanton. Oh! Wow, there he is again. Jason Peace. So many interceptions on the season for the linebacker. He leads all linebackers in picks. Heck, he leads so many different players in picks. It doesn't even matter who he's playing against. 7 interceptions on the season. Peace is a menace.
Oh, he just sat back in that zone and just was right there where, hey, if the quarterback's going to try to break it and run, I can attack. But he stayed back there, and Blanton threw the pass, and he just peeled right off a little bit late. I don't think Blanton really seen him or thought he was going to stay short, but he broke on the ball, picked it off for his 7th interception of this season.
Yeah,
and
ties Kronk worthy for first place in the league in interceptions. Crazy. If you remember too, in the Matt Wilson SFL kickoff show this week, we saw Jason Peace in the chat, and do you remember what he said right near the end of the show? He said that Houston was looking for 3 interceptions tonight at least, and you know what they just did?
And they got 3.
Got their 3rd, and what better way to get that 3rd interception than just doing it himself? If it's to be, it's up to me, he says, and he just gets that pick. 7 interceptions on the season. Wow.
And they're forcing these turnovers, man. It's a thing that not many teams had forced Denver to do.
The Lake Man has all day, throws it, gets the completion, and finds DR Sim down the field.
That is your natural position, young man. In the league for 20 seasons. And he's right there, and he's going to feel good. And I got a feeling the doctor's going to be like, I got to line up in the slot. I got to be way out on the edge. It's coming back. I feel it.
14-22, over 200 yards for the Lake Man. With the touchdown, no interceptions. We'll go down to Josh Slapp, looking fresh, bouncing off tacklers, picking up 5 yards, and Houston in control in this one right now. Gerald up by 10 with possession of the football. There's Lakeman's last 10 passes. Absolutely fantastic.
A first down at least per throw, per reception that's actually caught. That's insane.
Strong eye formation as they pitch that one up to Sim. Picks up no yards because he wasn't lined up as a receiver. Lucas DeVore with the tackle, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, I think this was an experiment. I don't think DR like getting hit like that. He's used to running away from people, getting beat.
They just sweep my legs usually. Empty backfield for the Lake Man. Once again with all day. Throws towards the end zone, incomplete, but a flag will give him a 1st and goal from the 1.
I think that one's a tough call.
Nah, I think that was fair too.
On the naked eye from up here, it looked like the ball was past him when he got hit. It looked a little bit bang bang. I don't know. That one I would say that's not a good call. But look, they don't hit him when you're not supposed to.
Yeah. When I was watching it live, it looked like he inhibited him from jumping and going for the ball. The Lake Man throws, swing route, slap, touchdown. Houston is running away with this one. Wow. 33-17, extra point pending.
And that's very, very good recognition and very, very good game planning on the Houston's part right there. We've seen that about the 3rd or 4th time, and it's worked every single time for Houston when they have called it. And guess what? They play a lot of man up front for Denver on the defense in that type of offense they're lining up against, and it has been successful, and this one's for a touchdown. Again, this is now 17 points that Denver has given up off of turnovers, and you can't do that. And guess what? If you look at it, they are down 17 points right now.
Gerald, I'm not sure if either of these teams has a punter on the roster because neither team has needed a punter, and that's really been the difference. There's plenty of football left, and Denver's been playing well except for the interceptions. If you look at the drive summaries, every single possession except for one by Houston that ended at halftime, other than that, every possession has ended in points for the team possessing the ball except for the 3 possessions that Denver has thrown a pick, and one of those was a pick 6. So, we talked about that earlier. It was at least a 10-point swing. You could have at least gotten a field goal where you were. Blanton's got to get things going. He's got to keep it clean, or Denver's in trouble.
Yeah, Denver. I mean, Denver is in trouble, right? Like, we know they can move the ball, but that was the 3rd time they actually threw a pick inside of their opponent's territory, right? It seems like when it comes down to it, they actually get a little bit anxious and stuff like that. And with this run game that they have, I would expect that they would run maybe a little bit more right there. But they're passing it a little bit more than I would like. But I mean, they have a high conversion rate on 3rd down.
Blanton, quick pass.
Oh,
throws another pick.
Prine.
Blake Prine gets the interception, and Gerald, listen, there's still 13 minutes, 43 seconds to go in this game. I was actually just about to call out Mr. 713 Texas in the chat saying that's ball game. And I was going to say, hey, that's too soon, man. There's still plenty of time left to play. And Denver's been scoring when they've had the ball and not throwing a pick. But his 4th interception, there goes that positive touchdown to interception ratio that you mentioned. That's gone. And now Houston set up to extend this lead, starting off at the Denver 15.
Right, and as we had talked about, right, I mentioned it, right, Houston has got this sneakingly good defense that has gone underrated for the better part of the entire season thus far.
Josh Slapp picks up 2, doesn't even really matter. 2nd down and 8. If they kick a field goal and that's it on this drive, they'll still be up 20 points. And Blanton is just kind of reeling right now as you look at Slapp's updated numbers.
Yeah, Slapp, it seems like now it's going to be a situation where Slapp is very likely now going to reach that 1K because they're pretty much in cruise control right now. you know, as the third quarter starts to wind down. Oh, what a catch by Daisy!
Daisy Peace was aware of that one coming in. Gerald gets the catch, gets the touchdown, and Houston's put on 40 points.
She said, leg man, give me another shot. I'm going to run that seam right there, and I'm going to pull it in. Daisy runs, and she had very good positioning right there over her counterpart, just right there, and just muscles it in. She pulls it in and just extends this lead right here. That's Daisy's third touchdown of the season. And now Houston is very much in the driver's seat. And this is, wow, this was what? It was a 3-point game. 3-point game. There's 21 points in the third quarter scored by Houston alone. It was 20-7 at the half. This third quarter has been all Houston.
Houston in very prime position now to secure that playoff appearance. As a little extracurricular activity on the field will give Denver better starting field position. Incidental face mask. They'll take the ball at their own 36-yard line. But looks like Houston, you know, I mean, never say never, I guess. Still 13 minutes to go, but 41-17. If Houston gets this 8th win, they will secure a playoff spot. Denver now at serious risk here, Gerald. I mean, they're currently, here we are in week 13. Denver is leading the Central Division. There's a chance they don't make the playoffs at all.
Yeah, and it's tough, right? Because they have, you know, they're in the division with Minnesota, right? So, and they currently lead right now. If they drop this game, right, that changes it like a lot. So,
listen,
you know,
6 wins is not enough to get into the playoffs. 7 might not even be enough.
I mean,
Blanton throws up top. That one's incomplete.
That's it. Look, and it's going to be between them and Minnesota, right? So look, and if they can't, you know, kind of muster what they got going on right here, look, and it's
look at Blanton's last 10 passes. Specifically, man. Look at his last 5. 2 picks, 2 incompletions. Only has the 1 completion for 14.
That's unfortunate.
That's tough.
Because he's played efficient ball mostly throughout the season. Look at these.
Deep drop, screen pass. O'Shaughnessy picks up the first down. Yeah, better spot the ball right there. First down for Denver, trying to get back into it.
Look, and that was a really, really good call right there, because they sent the house right there on Houston. And what a block right there by the lineman, you know, coming
Igor
through.
Barbatov with the block.
Barbatov got just enough to propel, you know, Bailey to get, you know, pick up the first down. But I mean, they got to get moving, and they have to do something on defense to be able to stop this surging Houston offense right now.
Blanton gets that one complete. A rolling catch to Jeremy Mosley. That one picks up 8.
And it seems like there's so much tight coverage now. Like, Houston's trying to feast right here. Look at that. Look at his stats. He's 250 yards.
Yeah. Those 4 picks are the difference.
1 touchdown and 4 picks.
Pitch out to Salmons. Picks up about 1.9. Jason Peace, the pick machine, gets the tackle.
Incognito comes and just blew that up right there to kind of stop it short of 3rd and inches.
Blanton hands this one off, getting the first down. The General Mills brings him up to about the 20-yard line. First down and 10, just on the edge of the red zone. Houston playing some absolute lights out football tonight. Gerald up 41-17 in this one. We're in week 13. They haven't lost a game since week 6. That one was kind of a thumping. They lost to division rival Fort Worth 41-15. Since that time, they beat Atlanta 23-6. They beat Sin City 34-20. They beat DC 27-14. They beat LA 38-3. And now, of course, up 41-17 in this one. This is their highest scoring game of the season. Put up 38 last week, and they're like, well, let's Let's do even better. We got 41. You got a whole nother quarter to go.
Yeah, and they're actually doing it right, and they have one of the best strength of defeat. Like you said, losing to Fort Worth, Washington, and Albuquerque.
Salmon's able to set him up with a first down and goal in the final seconds here of the third quarter. We want the SFL to reach more people. Do you? The best way to do that is to smash that like button, leave a comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, and you can help us reach all the people who need more football in their lives. Thank you for supporting the Virtual Football Network. 3 quarters in the books, 10 minutes to go here from Denver. Houston out in front, 41-17. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the Virtual Football Network. I'm Mike Dykes. He's Gerald Smith. Ron Haynes, Tyler Falk in the Stats Winnebago, parked somewhere out in a gravel parking lot a couple miles away from the stadium. This is cheap parking, so that's where we put the Winnebago. Cameron Irvine, our producer, back at SFL HQ.
We eat up all the budget.
Yeah, we do. Steaks, baby. What's up? Second and goal. So Shaughnessy picks up a few.
Like oddly enough, like the Denver offense seem like they're trying to slow the game down now, and I don't think they're in a position to slow the game down because they're down 24 points.
Yeah, I got to get something going here and get it going quick. Blanton hands this one off to Salmon's fighting. Can't get there. Third and goal from the 1. Peace again. I told you he was a menace.
Jason Peace coming up with a huge hit. Now this is third down, Larry. Look, and I really do think for me, like if you don't pick this up, right, you're calling this play knowing that you have 4th down. And I think you're in a position where you have to go for it on 4th down. You know, you do need a field goal, right? Like if we're playing for some sort of a tie, but
pitch to O'Shaughnessy, walks it in, touchdown for Denver. They cut into the lead. Gerald, I think we hit the over as 64 points scored. I think the over under, 43.5. Yeah, we're over.
Yeah, very good play call right there. And you actually had you pulling guard right there, and Marcelo Martin coming on the edge and sealing it up. Not that Bailey needed it, but getting it in there. But this is a start right here for them, right? They have no punch today, right? You either had picks, scores.
Yeah, that's it. Picks or scores. No punts.
And the end of a half.
Do the punters still get paid if they don't kick anything?
I wouldn't pay them.
Yeah, they ain't doing anything.
I'm cheap.
41-24. See if Denver's defense can do anything to help get their team back into this one. I mean, they're not out. It's just a very tall mountain. But they're the Denver Nightwings. They're used to tall mountains.
Yeah, wings. They can fly on the mountains.
Updated team stats a lot more even than they were earlier on. Denver's passing game was much ahead of Houston's, but Houston got right back into it, and really the only stat that matters is up a little higher on that scoreboard, but otherwise very even. Same rushing yards, same average, same amount of first downs, give or take. But those picks are all the difference. Blake, man, he's kept it clean. Passes like that. CJ Parrish, he's had a great game. Gerald, it's his 5th catch, and he's actually leading the team in receptions and yards, and he's also got himself a touchdown.
Yeah. Usually, I mean, and he's one of the actual, new additions to this squad right here in the wide receiving core. Almost turned over their entire wide receiving squad.
Yeah.
And it brought in Greg Corky, right? They got the veteran, with the team, and Mike St. Green, but still doing some things, right? What Damon has actually put together has been really, really good, and even telling DRSM, look, man, you ain't got it in the passing game no more.
You're getting old.
Let's see if we can make you a backup running back.
Huge third down here, Gerald. They've been great on third down on offense. Can Denver get the ball back? Oh, yes, they do. The pass rush gets home. John Martin with the sack. And holy smokes, Houston's punter's about to get paid.
Yeah, I know. He's going to get a paycheck now. He's probably walking on the stuff says, thanks, guys, for letting me allow to play it. But here it is. John Martin get his 2nd sack on the season right here in his 23rd TFL. But this is what Denver needed. Something really, really quick to be able to get the ball back.
What a strange formation Houston's in. I'm not familiar with this look.
And then almost dropped it.
They're kicking it. Yeah, well, they haven't practiced it. We're inside of 8 minutes to go here in the game, and that's our first punt that we've seen. That's pretty wild. First down and 10. Denver at their own 45-yard line. Good flip of the field since he was kicking from his own 5. Charles Blanton's updated number 17 of 27, about 260 yards, 1 touchdown, but 4 picks.
Well, the Lake Man has got 3 touchdowns.
No picks.
No picks. Lake Man's having a great game.
Logan Keel in motion up into the slot. Blanton will hand this one off. You mentioned on their last drive, Gerald, how well, it looks like they might be trying to slow the game down, but you can't do that, and they're sticking to that formula at the moment.
No, I mean, because they're still down 17 points. That's 3 scores, no matter how you do it. I mean, the only way you wanted to do it, if you wanted, you would have had to go for 2 and pick it up to reduce every down to 3
Blanton
scores.
gets it down to Salmons. He picks up a bunch of yards there. Well, a bunch. He picks up 4. Third down and 2 gets laid out by your son.
He did it, and I was like, yep, I saw him head hunting. Right, and as he played with a head, he was head hunting, spun around, and just blew up Simmons on the sideline.
Pretty sure Larry Love stole the blimp. I haven't seen it in the sky in a long time. He stole it. It's gone. He probably flew it to 7-Eleven to get smokes.
And you pay him.
Yeah, I do. 3rd and 2. He'll bring it back. He's just borrowing it.
You're hoping.
It's called wishful thinking. O'Shaughnessy picks up the first down, but the clock will continue to roll.
We got to go a little bit faster right here, right? I just like, look, they're moving the ball, but time is running out right now. We gotta have a sense of urgency here.
2 receivers set for the Nightwings. First down and 10. Hand that one off to Salmons, who runs it right into Blake Prine's chest, picks up 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
Look, I'm thinking from an offense perspective for Denver, right? Like this game seems like it's falling right into, the hands of Houston.
Yeah.
But I mean, offensively, outside interceptions, they've played really well. They moved the ball. They got over 300 yards of offense, and if things keep going like this, they're going to end up with like 400 yards of offense total. And I mean, they can't. It's just those 4 mistakes. It just hurt them so bad.
Yeah. Very costly mistakes. Obviously, one of the interceptions being a pick 6 automatically costs them points off turnovers. That was not the only one. Logan Keel, they say he picked up the first down. I don't think he did.
It's a home field spot.
Yeah, we'll see if we get a challenge. Get another look at it. And Houston's going to throw him a bone instead of throwing a flag.
I don't know. Maybe Damon had his back turned when that play was going on. Because
There's no way he got it.
He was short by a full
yard.
Yeah,
we just watched the replay. He did not get that first down. But now the next snap has happened, so yes, he did. 1-yard TFL, though. 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, here we go. Look, they got to move. I mean, as this thing ticks down below 5 minutes, I mean, they got to start speeding things up, right? Because I think they've actually, I don't say wasted, but over 2 minutes of actual game time, that's kind of ticked off right now. We can't, you can't have that. Oh,
Lennon,
the dude got up.
Throws Anthony Stover. Well, he's 6'6". That's a big fella. 335 pounds, and man, did it show. That's not nice at all. Why? Stop talking, Mike. Gerald, take over.
It was like it's a large man, and the way you said it was not.
He's just not a flattering camera angle, is all I'm saying.
He got us. He's athletic.
He does. He jumped a whole 2 inches off the ground. He started at 6'6".
Former All-Star.
Yeah. Play action. Blanton. Pressure on his way. Throws down the left sideline, and that one's incomplete. Tried to get Jeremy Mosley in on it. And what do you do here, Gerald? I think you're out of field goal range.
Yeah, I think you're out of field goal range, and if they punt it, somebody needs to grab someone by.
They're going to kick.
Well, there is wind going in this direction because they've been kicking it out of the end zone.
True. 52-yarder.
Every time they kick this way.
Jordan Bradshaw. This would be his long on the season. It's down the middle. It's good. 52 yards. And he put some points on the board. His previous long was 50. He ties Sonny J for the 2nd longest kick on the season, both of which have a 52-yarder on the season.
That was a longie. And it hit the net. He could have probably made that from about 57.
You also have the thin air up here in Denver. The Mile High City, as they call it.
Yeah, I guess it's, what is this?
Onside kick. Covered by Houston. DR Sim gets it. And Houston will start with the ball at Denver's 41.
That was a chance for DR Sim to do something a little bit interesting. Get him a return for a TD. Has he ever done that in his career?
A kick return.
He's done
touchdown?
played for 3,000 years.
At
You think he would have
least.
done everything?
Yeah.
He's got every record imaginable. Got passing yards through the roof, catches through the roof.
Yeah, he's got a punt return touchdown and a kick return touchdown on his career, in fact.
Yeah,
One each. He's done it all.
That's unfair.
Maybe next season he'll play corner.
Look at Slap.
You know what he should do? Is Slap picks up this first down. You know what DR Sim should do next season? He should convert to safety. You know what he should do when he's a safety? Get a pick six.
Yep.
And why should he get a pick six?
I would throw it in Eddie's face.
Oh, yeah.
Every chance I get.
Every chance he could get. He'd be like, man, I played safety for one season. I got a pick six. That's all it would take. He'd get one in his first
Yes.
season.
Hands like that? Shit.
Did you see the onside kick? I mean, that one bounced off to his left. He just plucked it right out of the air.
With his fingertips.
Yeah, I should have called that the nice hands catch. But I didn't, so we'll move on. J.W. Doyle picks up 5, and Houston, I mean, they can just run this one out now. Less than 4 minutes to go, and I think we'll see nothing but the Josh Slap, DR Sim, and J.W. Doyle show the rest of the way.
Yeah, dude, and I think Denver's going to look back, right? They had 2 key opportunities on 2 different drives early on in the game where they actually had their hands. The defenders had their hands on the balls and could have shut it down, and it was the difference between 10 points. They could have literally probably, I mean, looking back, they would have caught those. They would have took 10 points right off the board. We're talking about a completely different game at this point.
Pitch to Slap up top. Doesn't even get hit for the first couple of yards, but tackled after his 3rd yard pickup. 3rd down and 2.
And look, and on the flip side, right, all the 2 chances we've seen Denver had where they, the defenders literally had their hands actually on the balls to be able to bring it in. Houston, every single chance they had to get 2 hands on the ball from a defender standpoint, they were able to hold those in to the tune of 4 interceptions, and they turned them into points. 24 points off of turnovers.
Slap now with 66 yards on the ground. Doyle not able to pick up the first. I thought he might roll for that one, but if I'm Houston, I think I'd just go for it and end this game, but they'll probably kick the field goal here. Sonny J, why not? Perfect on the season with 25 field goals and 150 on the career, and why not keep kicking?
I would agree, right? Just stay out there. It's 4th and 1. You don't get it. I don't think you're losing anything, right? So it's, yeah, I agree.
Field goal's on its way, and it's good. Wow, I thought the perfect season was over.
He squeezed it right in the upright to kind of put this lead right back where it was, and he sneaked it right in. I thought it had a doing.
Yeah, I thought it was going wide. Oh,
so it was close.
Thought it was going wide right that time, but it did not. Sonny J still perfect on the season, and Houston beats the overall by themselves.
And they did it in a fashion that I don't think I could have predicted that they would have done it off of the 4 picks, but like you said, and during the show it said, hey, they want at least 3 picks, and it's almost like calling their shot right there. They wanted 3 picks and they got 4.
2 minutes to go here in this one. Houston's on their way to the playoffs. Denver, their future in doubt. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the Virtual Football Network. Week 13 of the SFL Season 24 continues on Sunday, headlined by a battle of 2 top teams in the SFL, the 7-2 Mexico City Aztecs and the 7-2 Baltimore Vultures at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Other matchups include Lexington and Nashville, Nashville still obviously looking for their first win on the season. You also got Minnesota Charleston. That one I think will be a better game than the records indicate. And Bossier City, Vancouver, 2 more playoff hopefuls. All right here on the Virtual Football Network. A great weekend of SFL football ahead, Gerald.
Yep, and the thing's going to be, they're going to be eyeing up Denver, you know, them having come away with a loss in this game right here. They're going to be watching.
Yeah.
Like Minnesota.
Oh! Shaw! Timeout called. I don't know why. I would just let the clock go home, Denver. Lick your wounds.
Give it to him right there. That was a very large man coming away with a sack. And I don't even want to say his name because everybody know who it was. I love you, boy. You're playing good.
Shut up. Playing over the middle. Nearly throws his 5th interception. Crowd is packing up their belongings, Gerald.
Yeah, and the poor guy in the 20th anniversary SFL shirt and sweater is like, I don't know what I want to do with myself. I'm going to sit down.
Let me finish my beer and head home. 4th and 15. Roll out down to the top, throwing that one over the middle. Dylan Lewis keeps the drive alive. As they call their second timeout. I know you would have rather seen them just go into the hurry up there.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it, right? Because you have such a long pass you got, and hey, look, it took forever to get your people down there. So I get it, right, in that regard, right? You pick up a huge chunk of yardage, right? You don't want to waste that time getting them down there. So call that timeout. Makes sense. I wouldn't have done it, but I understand why they did it.
4 receiver set from the Houston 41-yard line. Pass up top to Logan Keel. Gets the first down. Spins. Tackled inbounds. Final timeout.
Get out of bounds.
Yeah.
You've been in the league a gazillion years.
Yeah, easy opportunity to step out of bounds. Chose not to.
Wow, that's a veteran making a bad choice. You don't see that very often from a guy like him either, right? So you want to get out of bounds right there, save the timeouts. He made a very, very good play being able to break that tackle and get what you can and get out of bounds.
Play action. Blanton throws up top. Gets that one complete down at the 9-yard line. They'll hurry back to the line.
I wouldn't be surprised if I saw that again right here.
Quick pass middle. Oh, incomplete. Logan Keel dropped it. Sikasi in on the coverage. And maybe he batted it down. See if we can.
I don't know. I thought Logan Keel actually has hands on it right there. That was a touchdown. Or
Mosley with the catch previous.
Could have been mildly underthrown. No, he had it in his hands.
We just saw the replay. He had that one in his hands. They'll clear out the backfield. They put Sammons lined up with Mosley down at the bottom.
And he's uncovered right now.
Up top, almost picked off. 3rd down and goal. Tried to get that one up to Jay Viper, who's had a quiet night, and pass was broken up by Sikasi once again.
Yeah, but Sammons has got to do a little bit better right there, right? I know you're not a receiver, but you get out like that. He was kind of open.
I don't think he knew what he was doing. I think Blanton said, "Hey, go out that way," and Sammons is like, "And then what?" He's just kind of stood there like, "I don't know what to do." Blanton throws middle. That one's picked off.
Again.
Oh, my goodness.
He now leads the league in INTs.
Jason Peace. Menace is not a strong enough word. MVP is the word.
He wanted 3 interceptions for himself. He got 2.
Yeah.
He's 1 short, but, oh, man, it just sealed the deal right here.
Yeah, game over for sure.
A couple of nil down. Victory formation. Houston, congratulations.
Yeah.
You now have secured your spot in the playoffs.
And they're one step closer to winning the South. Listen, I mean, Albuquerque might be out in front with 8 wins, but guess who else has 8 wins now on the season? Houston. No, they're not even going to kneel. They're going to say, I want Slap to break that 1,000-yard mark. Can he do it? Oh, I think he's a yard shy. Oh, so close. Run it again.
I don't know, like Josh Sapp might have it, right? Without seeing the official stats, and the fans are beside themselves, like, why are they doing this to us? I remember a certain game one time, somebody got mad at the end of a game that they just want to hand it off at the goal line, let them get in.
That backfired.
And then,
75 yards.
3 yards. Look, and
He's
they in
just
victory
shy.
formation now.
Just shy. You know what?
He'll get it next week.
He'll get it next week. Houston with 8 wins, Albuquerque with 8 wins, Mexico City trying to get to their 8th win with a game on Sunday against Baltimore, who's also at 7-2. Meanwhile, in the South, you've got Bossier City and Fort Worth, both with 6 wins apiece. And guess what? They each have at least 2 games left, if not 3. So, yeah, more opportunities to get to 8 wins.
You can very likely have some sort of a 3-way tie.
for
first place, right? And in the South, it's going to be crazy because Houston actually has a tiebreaker over you guys.
Yeah, 44-27, the final in this one. Houston, scary good tonight as they absolutely throttle Denver in this one. It was a very close first half, Gerald, and then the second half, the third quarter in particular, went all Houston's way. They blanked Denver in quarter number 3, 21-0. Your final thoughts?
Yep, and look, here's the thing. Like, we knew both these teams were going to come out swinging, and they did. But what happened, there was more mistakes made and more mistakes forced by this Houston headhunter defense. And they actually proved that they opened some eyes now. People are going to, now they are on everyone's radar.
Sure are.
What they're doing as they go into the playoffs. So they're going to have to keep this intensity up and actually show people, hey, we can still do it even though you know we're coming. So sneaky good defense, showed it tonight. Congratulations to Houston.
Houston's on a bye week. Then in week 15, they close things out on the road in Bossier City. Denver, they're home next week versus Oklahoma City. That's their final game of the season. Stay tuned. We got more SFL action coming up tonight at 10:15, Los Angeles at Washington, and at 10:30, Atlanta at Oklahoma City. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League on the Virtual Football Network. For Gerald Smith, Ron Haynes, Tyler Falk, Cameron Irvine, and Matt Wilson, who's always with me in spirit. It's been a great one. I'm Mike Daggs. Thanks for joining us. Be kind to one another. Always choose happy. Have yourselves a great night.